Hey guys, it's time to play another game of Hellcat Tankers. And if you remember the last mission, we got pretty beat up. So my commander died and so did my loader. We had to bail out of the tank. We had to escape from the battlefield. Our commander wasn't very happy. He just gave us a replacement commander and loader and gave us a crappy Hellcat with a condition of 4. So it's a little bit broken. And he sent us right back into the battlefield. So let's just set up. We roll for the Puma. It's going to start on location number 8. And the facing of this Puma is going to be like this. And then we have 2 potential enemies. 8 is already occupied. 6 is going to be over... I thought I saw it here. Yeah, I want them far away because I want to repair my tank or tank destroyer. And then we have 11. I should not have said anything. Okay, and we start. We're gonna face that. We're gonna face that potential enemy. Okay, so it is our turn, and we only get to roll 4d6 now since we're so broken. So let's go ahead and roll. And a 1, a 1, a 5, and a 3. And the 5 is going to let me repair. So I could potentially re-roll the 1s actually. Because I might get lucky and get a 5 or a 6 to repair even further. Unfortunately, I did not. So I'll use the 5 to repair from 4 to 5. And then the 2s and the 3s, I'm just going to let them be wasted. We roll for our Puma. Reroll 3 out of 4 dice. Remember to reroll those 6s and 1s. So he rolls a 3, which is going to be move. 5, which is going to be move. And then the 6 is going to tell him to smoke, I think. Yeah. He pops some smoke. And then we roll for the potential enemies. So he's not going to move with the 1s. He's going to move with the 2, though. And then he's not going to move with the 6 either, because that makes him further away. Next potential enemy. 1 is blocked. 2 is not. Kind of feels like he is getting a little bit further away, though. And then 4. So that works out for him. Yeah, so basically these shouldn't go further away. So, you know, in situations where it's not 100% clear, you should count the hexes. But, you know, I think you shouldn't go crazy about it. Just enjoy it. It's a game. End of turn events. And roll an 8, which is German artillery. Wow, that's very bad. You put the German artillery on your counter. Whoops. Okay, and then it is our turn. I'm very sad that we got that artillery on us. That's going to complicate things. We have a 5 now, since our condition is 5, and we keep our hatch down, or there's no hatch, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see here. Well, I could use one of the 6 or 5s to repair, actually. I think I'm going to have to do that, because it's just too dangerous to be broken. And then I'll use the 6 to turn. Man, I don't think I should do that, actually. And then I use the other 6 to move again. Now I'll have to go back to 5 in condition and use that 5 instead to move up here. Because the problem with artillery is that when that thing hits, it can move, by the way, and chase me. But when that artillery hits, it will damage me, or possibly damage me, very likely damage me, if I am adjacent to it. So you don't want to stay adjacent to it. So unfortunately, I can't repair. I have to use that, or I'm just going to get more busted up. Okay, so that is the end of our turn, and we go straight now to German artillery. So we roll 3d6. And on any double, this thing is going to move. So double 2 will move him here. A triple 2 will move him here. Double 6 will move him here. A triple 6 will move him here. And if I am, when that thing has rolled and moved, if he moves, if I am adjacent or on it, I'm gonna be damaged. You're gonna have to roll 6d6 with no modifiers. Let's hope he does not roll a double 2. Wow, that's really close. He rolls a double 5. So let's see here. 5 is gonna be it's gonna be down here, and I don't know 100%, but I assume that it's not gonna go off board. I assume it's not gonna drift off board, but Mike might clarify that in the comments. You can definitely read in the rules. There's a longer text on all of the random rules. But even if it doesn't drift that off, it's still not adjacent to me. So luckily, I do not take any damage from that. And then we go ahead and roll for our our Puma. That's a different cat. 3 is gonna move. Gonna move again. And then we have a 4, which is move. Then turn. Then alert adjacent potential enemy. So he's doing that, and he rolls a 4, so that becomes a Panzer 4 again. And it's gonna be random facing 4, which is down there, and then a 5. He is gonna move if blocked turn. So they're coming for me. And then we roll for the last potential enemy. And we roll a 2, which is not going to move. 4, which is down here. Not a 5 or a 6, because that would make him further away. And end of turn events, and we could possibly get something good now. That would be nice. We roll a 5, which is German infantry. Place in all vacant buildings or woods adjacent to the Hellcat or Belt crew. Luckily for us, we're not adjacent to any woods or forests or woods or buildings. So it's our turn again. We have, again, only 5 dice due to our condition. So let's see if we can possibly roll a repair now. And we don't, but we roll a triple 3. So I'm going to re-roll that. Hope for a 5 or a 6. And yes, we could repair up to 3 points. So we used the first 5 to repair ourselves, so we are now in top condition. And now the question is what I want to do with the other ones. I feel like I should try to move. This is going to let me move. Let's see here. I can move with all of these dice, so I could turn. I don't know why I'm facing this. I think I should be facing that way. I think I just forgot to turn. Obviously, I wouldn't leave him facing the water. So let's see. I can move 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could actually move quite a good distance. I'm going to do that. I used the first 1 to move. And then I used the 4 to move and turn. The 5 to move and turn. And then finally the 6 to move. Okay. So we're going to roll for the Panzer 4 here first. 3, 3, 3, 3. Which is going to be move, 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 turn, and move. Wow. I'm quite lucky that I decided to get out of here because this guy wants to get me. Roll for the Puma. And let's see here. Move and turn if blocked. Move. And the 3 is going to be also move. And finally, the 5 is going to be move again. And then we have our potential enemy, which is going to chase after us. It's going to move up here first with the 2. And then ignore the 4 and the 5 and the 6. And end of turn events. Hopefully no Stukas. 5 German infantry. Okay, so this time we actually do get German infantry. And they're going to spawn here, but they're not going to act until next turn. So it's my turn. I take my hatch up now. I'm gonna see if I can. I kind of need to get out of here, so I think I'll put it down anyway because I don't want to stay next to the infantry. So we roll this time 6 dice, thanks to me being repaired now. And I am, let's see here. I kind of want to fire at that Puma, but I think that would probably be a mistake. Let's see if I turned and then moved. That's 1 turn. Let's see, the Puma's frontal armor is 0, so actually killing him would probably not be too hard. I think I'm gonna do it, guys. So I'll use the 4 to turn, and the 5 to move. Then I use the 3 to fire. See here, fire turret. And my firepower is 6. And then I get +1 because I'm closer than 3 hexes. So that's 7 dice that I get to fire with. And no modifiers other than that, I believe. So we roll, attack on the Puma, and no frontal armor. So 1 die didn't want to join the fight. Okay, so we got a total of 3 hits. So we roll now to see if we destroy him. If we roll 8 or higher, he's destroyed. And we roll 12, so he's destroyed. So we got the Puma. And now to the best part, which is the experience. I get to roll 2d6 and rank up 1 crew member. So I roll a 2 and a 2, so that leaves me only with the loader. So that means now the loader goes from green to being line. And what that means in essence is that if you look at our orders table now, all the black 2s can be used by the loader, so not only the green. So the green one can only fire the turret and load, but line can ambush as well. And he can also repair the tank. And then when he gets experienced, he can also smoke and extinguish a fire. So that's really good. Okay, so I should mark my ammo as having been spent. Then I use the 6 to move up here. And then I use the 3 to reload my gun. And then I use the 2 with my experienced loader to set up into an ambush position in case this guy comes here and spots me. And I think I'm gonna face this direction because that is the only way that he can spot me, is by standing here, because here we have a hedgerow. Let me get the last die. Well, that is it for my turn. We're gonna roll for the enemies now, and we have the Panzer IV. So he rolls 4, 4, 4, 5. So 4 is gonna be move, then turn, move, move, then turn. And the 5 is move. Okay. And then the infantry are not going to attack me because they're not adjacent. So we roll for that potential enemy. So he rolls 1, 1. Cannot go up there, but he can move to the 2. And then with the 4, he moves down here. Luckily, he does not see me. And now we have end of turn events. We roll 7, which is efficient operation. Roll 1d6. And now I get to do another order as long as I don't roll a 6. A movement would be good now. I roll a 6. Well, that's unfortunate. But that's how it is sometimes. Okay, I'm going to move my commander up. And I am going to try to spot that enemy. So let's see if we can do it. Roll 66. Okay, so let's go ahead and move up. I am going to use the 4 to move and turn. And then I shall use to spot. I can only use 1s and 6s. So I use this 1. So the basic spotting dice are only 2. And unfortunately, I lose 1 because this guy is in the woods. So if we look at the modifiers here, let's see here. Target in through 3 hex for each hex -1. So it goes from 2 dice to 1, but then I get +1 because I'm within closer than 3 hexes, and I get +1 because my commander is up. So I get 3d6. I spot him on a roll of 5 or 6. And I roll a 5 and 2 1, so I have successfully spotted him. We roll 2d6. And we get a 7, which is going to be a Puma. So we replace him with a Puma, and then we roll for his facing. And we roll a 1, so he's going to face up here. So we just found a Puma hiding in the woods, and he has his back to us, so he does not suspect us. So of course, we're going to try to take him out. We use a 2 to fire. Our firepower is, as you know, 6. We lose 1 due to him being in the woods. However, we don't lose anyone due to his armor because it's 0 all the way around. We get 1 because our commander is up, and we get 1 because we're closer than 3 hexes. So we get to roll 7 dice. 5 and 6s are hits. And we get 3 hits. We need to roll 8 or higher to destroy him. And we roll 11, 12, 13. So that's our second kill of today. And now we roll to see who we get to rank up. And again, we roll a double, so there's no choice here. The driver is going to go from green to line. And let's look at his new orders now. So the driver could previously, he could only move and he could reverse. Now the driver can hold down, he can spot, he can, yeah, that's what he can do. Okay, and then we have a 1, a 2, and a 6. So I'm going to use the 2 to reload my gun. And then the 1 and the 6. I mean, I think I should probably get out of here. I could try to stay and take this Panzer out. But I think that might be a little bit stupid. Well, we'll see what we'll do. I'm going to use the 1 to move and turn. And then the 6 to move. And that's it for me. I roll for the Panzer IV now. And re-roll the 6 and the 1. So 2 first, which is going to be move. And turn if blocked. 5 is going to be move. Move. And move. And then we have end of turn events. We have a 6, which is going to be mines. Oh no. If Hellcat on road hex, then roll to hit with 4d6. 3d6 if the driver is experienced, which he is not. So unfortunately that means we're hit. And that's why I like to stay away from any roads. 1 hit. And it's a 4, which means -1 condition. So we definitely want to try to fix that. And that is our turn again. We roll 5d6. And let's see here. We can use to repair now. We can use not the 1s. We can't use the 3s. We can use the 6 only to repair. So we're definitely going to do that. And then we have some more fun stuff here. I'll use the 4 to move and turn. And then the 1 to move and turn. And then the 3 I could use to do nothing because he's not experienced. So I think I'm gonna stay there actually, because I don't want to move out here, because if he moves out, he's gonna get a shot at my butt. So I have to stay here and see if I can wait for him to go somewhere else or set up in an ambush position, whatever. Roll for him. And reroll the 6. So he is going to move and turn. Move. And with the 4, he's gonna move. And with the 6, he's gonna smoke. Okay, so I think he knows I'm there. He's preparing for my attack, but I'm gonna disappoint him. I'm not gonna attack him. And then we have end of turn events. 9, which another Stuka attack. Man, those Stukas. Okay, so now my commander is up, so I get to fire with my machine gun. So I roll 2d6, and if I roll a 5 or a 6, the Stuka is destroyed. And I roll a 3 and a 1, so I miss the Stuka. The Stuka fires at my tank with 4d6, but we have one modifier here, which is 3 and smoke, so 3 is active, so he only gets 3d6. And he rolls 1 hit, unfortunately. And it's a 1. That's the only one that's no damage. Wow, thank you. Okay, so this just feels, I don't know why, man. It was much easier when I was playing off camera, but for some reason now, man, these enemies are quite dangerous. I think I am gonna go ahead and take my commander's hatch or put him down so I can move out of here now. I don't think I'm gonna challenge that Panzer IV. So I'm gonna be happy with those rolls. I can use the 6 to move. Let's see here. I'll use the 4 actually to do that. Use the 4 to move and turn. And then before I leave, I'm gonna take some shots at this Panzer because I have nothing to lose. I'll use the 6 to shoot at that Panzer IV. So again, my firepower is 6. He's smoke, so we have to remove 1. His frontal armor is 3, so we lose 3 dice. But then we get 1 because we are within 2 hexes. We got 2 hits, guys. 2 hits. 8 or higher, he's destroyed. Oh, we got a 5. That's a shame. He's only damaged. Okay, so we have to put a damage marker here. And then I am gonna see here what I have left. I can use, let's see here. Yes, I can use the 6 to reload. And then I can use the 1 to fire again. Fire turret, the tanks only. Okay, so I'll use the 1 to fire. Oh no, I can't, wait. No, I cannot do that. To fire the turret, I need to have a experienced commander, and to load, I need to have a line commander. So unfortunately, I can't do any of those. I have a 5 and a 4 though. Let's see, nope, I can't do anything fun with those either. So I'm gonna play it safe and get out of here. Bam, I move out of the map. We have completed objective. We have taken out 2 Pumas, leveled up our loader and driver, and we also managed to damage that Panzer IV. So that's excellent. Let's go ahead before we end this day of battle, roll to see what our next mission will be. So we get back to base, we get to rest up, roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 3, we skip the next day. On a roll of 3 to 6, we skip the next 2 days. And roll of 5, so that means we skip 2 days. We skip day 3, we skip day 4, and then we are on day number 5, which is 22nd September 1944, German scouting maneuvers. So reveal all potential enemies, then move off the map in the direction of the red arrow. So it's the same kind of objective, but a different map. And here we're going to have a Puma, and we're going to have 2 potential enemies facing different random numbered hexes. So we'll see how that goes, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to see how it goes on the 22nd of September, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a comment. I would like to hear what you thought of the battle and what you think of the game. Could you consider buying this game? If you want to buy it, just go to your local Amazon and search for Mike Lambo. Also, take a second to like the video. That really does help me out a lot. If you want to help me out a little bit extra, you can become a supporting member of the channel or do a one-time donation with PayPal or YouTube Super Thanks. Okay, guys, as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.